Hello, my name is Jay, and today we're taking a look at stupid tech. And by stupid, let me define that pretty quickly. I want to say tech that is advertised in a way that makes it a stupid choice to buy it. And today's video is going to be all about that. So what we're going to do today is we are going to take a look at some lovely things on using Amazon to show you guys some of the stupid tech, and I'm going to avoid stuff that's shown up in my inbox for me to review because there are quite a good bit of things that I would consider stupid tech. But today's theme is gaming. So gaming, stupid things that have really no influence on your gaming performance, but they're advertised in a certain way. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So first off, I think you all are familiar with a cable or a mouse bungee. In particular, for mouses, let's do mouses. So I don't know if you guys are familiar for this, but I mean, let's be honest, that looks pretty cool. But you take a look, even farther, especially when you get to like the higher price range, we'll sort by price, high to low, and you get into like Corsair or some of these other companies. The cable bungees, yeah, $75 for a freaking cable bungee. $74. I mean, it is by Cooler Master though. But you kind of see what I mean by these cable bungees. I would not say some of them are really good where they actually hold the cable and keep it firm. But in reality, a lot of the problems are that the cable bungees don't actually, keep the cables firm. Rather, they just kind of like keep the cable up and really don't do anything. So the problem is with these is sometimes they don't even do what they should do. So next up is a pet peeve of mine, which is headphones stand. Now, if you're unfamiliar, I have a Lego one over here that I made, which I would definitely recommend if you're interested in getting a headphone stand. It works lovely, no issues yet. But these all look nice. There's nothing wrong with them. But then you get to like Corsair over here that charges $50 for a piece of plastic. Now, for useless tech, I would consider a USB headphone stand with USB ports on it useless tech. I think we all can come to an agreement there that a piece of plastic is definitely quite useless, especially when it can be done or bought much cheaper. So next up is a performance gaming cable. Now let's take a look. Let's take a look at this. So look at the performance over here, guys. This is a performance gaming cable. I mean, it better make my FPS go like 12 times faster. And it's for PlayStation and Xbox One. So first off, it's console, which is making me reconsider life. But as you can see, it's quite, I would say, useless the way it's advertised. Now, it's not too expensive, but it's PewDiePie red advertised. So I would say it's quite interesting. Let's also take a look at gaming desks. Now, gaming chairs, you could argue, of course, that gaming chairs are nice. If you get a good one, they actually have some like ergonomic effect and they actually look pretty cool. So you could argue that those are not really useless. It's not really tech. But in particular, some of these with I mean, RGB, nothing wrong with RGB, but when you start getting into the fact that there's a $400 desk that advertises of having USB hubs, advertises as being RGB, like look at this though, doesn't this kind of look misleading? Like, first off, you take a look at this, the monitors, I don't even think those monitors exist. The next thing is, I don't know where even the RGB is. Like, take a look at this real quick. This actually looks pretty cool. But I would be willing to bet that what they are advertising here, that keyboard, the mouse pad, I don't know if the mouse pad comes with it. Yeah, this is all you get. Look at this. Look at what they're advertising here, and look at this. There's a big difference there. Okay. So let's take a look at the next thing. So next up would probably be my favorite, gaming phones. Now, there are definitely a group of individuals, younger individuals, that are really into the art of gaming on their phone. And there is nothing wrong with wanting to game on your phone. But when certain phones are marketed certain ways, especially by having gaming components, it's questionable. It's like Razer, for example. When you're talking about a low price, there's nothing wrong with a gaming phone if you want to advertise it that. But what really concerns me is when they are advertising, a gaming phone and it's just got regular components and it's quite useless. I mean, if you really want looks, you can put a case on there. There's a lot of things you can do with that. But a gaming phone, not so much. And we can also take a look at some gaming tablets. Now, tablets have a little bit more value, and I can't spell today, but gaming tablets have a little bit more of some options here. First off, this is 10 cores, which surprisingly there. Ideal tablet to play online games, 10 core processor. But you take a look at this and you see that there's it's got 4 gigs, it's got Android. But really, what are you advertising here? You're advertising a tablet that's pretty much just any other tablet with some fancy design on it. Yeah, it may have some different specs. Not everyone will need 10 cores. I don't even know if games nowadays, especially tablet games, since I haven't played any of it, don't even know if they use 10 cores. So I doubt it even has much application. It's just kind of stupid amounts of hardware that you're paying extra for. Especially because nowadays, as I said, I don't think many tablets or even phones have more than 8 cores. So interesting there. The next thing, though, would be one of my personal favorites. And this would be gaming routers. Now, there's a whole section of the internet that's based around this. And can we take a moment to admire the fact that this thing is $263? Now, why they advertise it as gaming and why it's so expensive are two separate topics. First off, the reason why it's advertised as gaming is because it looks cool. Really what it boils down to, though, is what you're paying extra for. So it's got 4 Ethernet ports. To be fair, any router, I think most routers have 4 Ethernet ports. That's not a big surprise there. And wireless speeds up to 2.6 gigabytes per second. So what you're paying for here is multiple bands of Wi-Fi. Really, it doesn't make your gaming performance any better. It just means you have a dedicated band of Wi-Fi that goes to your internet. So really what it boils down to is we're going to advertise a better router. Really, any router nowadays with a good enough throughput, and you have an Ethernet connection and you have like a switch or just a plain out Ethernet connection to go plug into your router, pretty much guarantees good gaming performance. And our gaming router really will not affect your gaming performance at all. While some advertise of having priority, all modern routers really have that option. I know we have like a 5-year-old. Really, we've got most of the stuff that I have is set up so it has priority, and it's 4 years old. So really, all the main selling points here are that it's optimized for low ping right here. That's not really the case. It's not going to be a substantial noticeable difference. And really, what's going to come down to it is having enough Ethernet ports. If there was a router that had 20 gigabit or 10 gigabit Ethernet ports on the back as well as Wi-Fi, for people like me that has a lot of stuff that needs to connect to a router, that would be good. Also having maybe priority ports on this port sees the most throughput if necessary, etc. But really what it boils down to is the gaming router is one of the most questionably misleading pieces of product out there that advertises as being gaming, and I would say is quite useless. So really what we boil it down to today is talking about things that either are misleading, advertised interestingly, or plain out just not really are quite useless. And useless in the sense that something else would be just the same in performance and how much it really matters to you. Plus, when are you going to actually see a router? Like, my router is on top of my entertainment system, so really it doesn't even, I don't really even see it. It's also a trash can, but we're going to talk about that later. But thank you guys very much for watching. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know your, what's the right word? Your interesting finds online. If you guys find something that's quite useless, it's a useless piece of tech, make sure you guys put that down in the comments below. I don't know if the YouTube advertisement algorithm will catch it in comments. If not, I'll still make sure I'll search through them. But thank you all very much for watching. If you're interested, check out the channel for other cool tech-related news, reviews, builds, etc. Also, as I said, put this stuff down in the comments. If you guys want to see kind of more of these videos, give it a thumbs up. And as always, thank you guys very, very much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.